Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Speed Build Sunday. So it is still the 6th of December. So you guys are kind of seeing this like 10 days after I'm recording this voiceover. But yeah, lots of advanced speed build and stuff because school and everything. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so, oh, okay, so originally I was going to have this house sort of like up on a hill kind of thing. That's why I had the sim there. I was sort of testing out, if the sim could actually walk onto, basically walk into the house. But then I'm like, you know, it's a really big house and the lot isn't super large. So I decided to have it just flat on, well, not flat on the ground, it is slightly up on foundation. But it's not like, I didn't do anything with the terrain. But I did for next week, so that was fun. Don't know if it's usable, but it was fun. And also this house is actually usable for once. I was honestly surprised because it's just like, oh, okay, like, I put a whole family in here afterwards, because it was just her in this giant house. I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna give her a family, so she has a whole family now. You're welcome, I think. Anyway, yeah, so, was doing this house. I really like it, because it was, you know, it was different, and it was still had that, it on the outside, it kind of has this, like, cottage feel to it, but on the inside you'll see it's like extremely modern, or not extremely, but it has a very modern feel to it. So I rather enjoyed that. Sorry, there was someone outside and I could like kind of see them out the window, so I was like, huh? I was like, just, yeah, I got distracted easily, by the way. But yeah, so that's sort of, like, well, that was my thinking. Like, the other one, it was very, you know, cottage feel to it, didn't really have that much, like, advancement to it, but this one is kind of like they've taken the cottage and they've, you know, updated it kind of thing. Don't know if it really came out that way, that's just what my mind was going when I built this. But yeah, then, yeah, you can see me and I was just, like, giving a bunch of money, because, like, oh yeah, that's right, I actually have a sim on the lot. So, lots of money. But yeah, oh, okay, so I wanted to talk about this in the last one, but I kind of forgot, so I want to talk about it now. I went out shopping, last Sunday, so it would have been the 2nd of December. And I didn't know this at the time, but that was the day of the, Christmas parade for this area, so, basically, like, after a certain time, they were shutting down the road for the bus that I needed to get back, and I didn't know that. But I just happened to go out on that day. But, so, I went out to pick up stuff to make my own soup. Yes, I made my own soup. I make my own soup. So I had gone out, and as I was checking out, you know, I'm putting everything up on the conveyor belt, and, just as I'm about to put my basket back in the pile with the rest, because, you know, you have that little pile at the end of the conveyor belt and everything, this woman comes in and just, like, puts her stuff down. And then it's just like, well, you know, I can't do anything with mine, and all my stuff, because I had, like, 5 items, they've already all gone, like, completely through. So it's just like, okay, so I just put it on the floor, like, underneath where the conveyor belt is, and I went to go pay for my stuff. And the woman, like, she looks at me, calls me rude, and then when she's done taking all of her stuff out of the baskets, because she had more than one basket, she then puts my basket in with the rest. And then, you know, she's, like, being all, like, you know, huffy puffy towards me and everything, and I'm just like, okay, hun, like, chill. And so it's just like, okay, I hope I never have to deal with her again, because, like, how was I rude? Like, how is I the rude one? It's like, I can understand if, you know, there was still someone ahead of me and my stuff was still in the belt, I would have waited for her. But the thing was, all my stuff was already checked through, like, you know, like I said, I had only like 5 items, so, you know, I just went ahead to pay. And then it's just like, oh my gosh. Oh, and then, while I'm waiting for the bus, she comes over to me and she's like, you know, she's like, why couldn't you have just waited 5 minutes for me to put my stuff on the belt? And I'm like, why couldn't you have waited 2 seconds for me to put my basket in before you put your stuff down? And then she starts going off about, you know, how she had so much, like, so many heavy things and everything, and I'm like, why didn't you just get a trolley then? And of course, you know, me not realizing that I use the wrong terminology sometimes here in Canada, she had no idea what I meant by a trolley. And if you guys don't know what a trolley is, it's just basically, like, a cart. A shopping cart, basically. But me and my weird brain uses British terminology sometimes. So I said, you know, why didn't you just grab a trolley? And she's like, what the hell is a trolley? And I'm just like, you know, like a shopping cart. And she's like, oh, why didn't you just say that? And it's just like, you know, why? And then she's like, you know, you could have waited for me and stuff like that. And I'm like, my stuff was already checked through. Like, I was just about to put my basket down when you stormed in. It's like, you could have waited 2 seconds for me. And she's like, okay, but I had, like, a bunch of heavy stuff, and, like, you're not listening to me, and I'm just like, oh my, like, I just, like started ignoring her. Like, I know it's rude to do that, but it's just, like, she was going off on me, and, like, it had been, like, about, like, 5 to 10 minutes at this point, after I had left, and it's just, like, you know, you don't, like, what is her function? Oh my god, I was, like, so annoyed with her. And, like, okay, this was supposed to be, like, a 5-minute, actually, it probably has been about a 5-minute chat, because I didn't realize how short the speed read was, but still, it's, like, she really annoyed me, and then later on, I'm telling this to my cousin, and apparently, if it is the woman that, because my cousin wasn't there at the time, I was just kind of describing her, and my cousin thinks it's the crazy lady, like, everyone apparently knows her, and they call her the crazy lady, so I'm like, that would explain things. But it's just like, she kept going off at me, like, even after the fact. And then the whole time on the bus, she's giving me these dirty looks, and I'm like, what did I do? Like, honestly, I can't figure out what I did wrong here. And I mean, if you guys can figure it out, like, let me know nicely in the comments down below, but it's like, am I in the wrong here? Like, can someone help me? Like, what did I do wrong in this situation that, like, she decided that, you know, I was the rude person here. So, yeah. That was my, December 2nd. And all I wanted to do was head out and get some soup. To get stuff to make soup. Oh, the whole reason I was saying it was, the bus stopped and everything, she was going off about how, you know, she understands that I want to get home quickly because the bus isn't going to be running after a certain time and everything, but there's no reason to be so rude. And I'm just like, lady, stop. Please just leave me alone. Like, I didn't want to tell her to, like, F off or anything. Actually, I kind of did want to tell her to F off because it's like, you know, why are you still bringing this up? It happened like 10 minutes ago. Leave me alone, please. People are so weird. And I don't like socializing to begin with. Face to face, anyway. But, yeah, I am almost done this build, so I am going to leave it off here. I hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and notification button to stay up to date with all the videos I post. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.